It is your sci-fi TV and movie channel, and you know, we got a little more Acolyte going tonight. I'm actually kind of excited for this one for once. You know, I actually there was something cool that happened in over 2 episodes, or at least an episode and a half, kind of. So for once, there's a little bit of a tad bit of joy, may I say, going into an Acolyte episode. That's a first out of these 6. That's a whole month and a half, and you know what? I'll take a little bit of it. So I have the episode pulled up. Let me know. Does everybody have the episode pulled up so far? This episode is episode 6 of the Acolyte, titled Teach / Corrupt. 38 minutes long. On a distant island, unsettling questions about identity and destiny arise. So, if you can't tell, we have good old Chaz in the back here.
Yeah.
And,
I'm making the thumbnail.
Yeah, Chaz is making the thumbnail for us right now, so y'all get a beautiful thumbnail. So, if it's good, y'all let us know and comment down below. But howdy, Michael. How are you? Yeah, actually, I'm kind of happy that there is excitement to a degree for this episode. I think we're gonna figure out who actually is gonna be the big bad, which has been kind of frustrating since the beginning. Like, just come on, give us something, give us a good hint. Now that we actually have some hints going on and some stuff has happened, let's check it out. I watched a video today and it said that a lot of people are thinking that the guy that plays Martian Manhunter in the Supergirl series on the CW, excuse me. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he's a great actor, great guy. They're thinking he might be maybe Tenebrous, maybe Venomous, maybe Plagueis himself. We'll see. I don't know. I have a good feeling about it. Things are pretty good. Howdy, Sarah. Yeah. Does everybody have it pulled up? Everybody's got the episode pulled up? Chaz almost has the thumbnail up. It's going to be a nice, simple, awesome one.
It's going to take me a minute.
38 minutes long. The Vernestra is on the thumbnail for the episode, and she's not my favorite character, I'll be honest. So we'll see. But I want to see the freaking light whip. So we'll see if the light whip actually turns out good. I like the way the Cortosis stuff turned out. Of course, it was a little like, but it is lore accurate. It's freaking cool. Parts of this show are kind of jarring at first, and you're like, it's diving deeper into lore than some things have, which is nice. I think maybe the Dave Filoni things that I was kind of stressing about a couple episodes ago, I think they might have been for good. And you would hope Dave Filoni-isms would be for good. You would expect them to be. So that's a good thing. And I think they're definitely coming into fold in these last few episodes, or the second half, 4 or 5 so far, and hopefully 6. Yeah, here we are. Does everybody have it up? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Everybody have this episode up. I'm going to put it up, skip the recap, and then go ahead and just press play real quick. Not press play, excuse me. Press pause before I press play. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean. Jelly bean. Let me skip the recap, please. Yeah, I'm sad everybody's dead. I'm not sad most of them are dead, I'll be honest. The only person I'm really sad's dead is Jackie. I wanted Jackie. I wanted Daphne Keene to be alive. Sarah's ready. All right, well, if Sarah's ready, I'm ready. Anybody else ready? Y'all let me know. There is one thing, because at 7 p.m., well, 6:45, 7, just whenever, the episode's over and we're done watching and kind of we get a few of our people rolling in through here. I know Justin's going to try to make it. He's got his own watch party going on, so go over there and give him a like real quick, but then come back over here. But, give him some support. We got to support our boys, Justin's going to come in later. Chillin's going to come in later. I hope Melvin's going to come in, but I haven't heard back from him, so we'll see. And y'all know my boy from MCubed, my guy himself, old Schmook, is going to come by for a little bit, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But I know they're going to come by closer to the next hour. So, we got a watch party. We got a few minutes in between. And then it's time for some afterthoughts, because I know we're going to have some. So, for those afterthoughts, I require some help. If something seems bullet point worthy that I should write down that we should talk about after the episode, I want you to write in the comments just like the bullet point headline and say bullet point in all caps before you type what you're typing out. Does that make sense? So that way we communicate real quick. We know what we want to talk about after the fact, and we got a good crew of people to talk about it with. So without further ado, let's do further. And you got your remotes? I got mine. Star Wars: The Acolyte, Episode 6. What was it titled again? Teach and Corrupt. Everybody's wet their whistles. Time. Go time. Let's do the thing. Thumbnail's about to be up. It's go time. Cheers, y'all. Episode 1 starting. 5, 4, 3, at the 2, at the 1. Howdy, Laura. Let's do this thing. I mean, it's not great, Danger Will Robinson. I'm with you, but it's gotten better bit by bit, and we're hoping for the best, man. That's all we can do at this point. That's all we can do. This isn't that same planet, is it? Are they still on here and Chimera just has like a base over here and that's where we're at? Well, I'm assuming that means we're on a new planet because we got that little intro with it. So, new planet, Chimera's base. Oh, this is the evil place. This is the evil little island where they like lit the lightsaber at the beginning after the first episode. Okay, that's where we're at. Okay. No idea what the planet name is, but we're there. All right, we taking bets. Who's gonna be Chimera's master? Because apparently Leslie Headland was saying that an acolyte is the kind of like apprentice of an apprentice. An apprentice is the apprentice of the master. So an acolyte is the apprentice of an apprentice. So who is it? Oh, unknown planet? Yep. All right. I'm reading captions, I promise. I do have them. I just wasn't reading. Oops. Who are we thinking, though? Who's the master? Somebody we know? Somebody we don't know? Howdy, Leopard Man. How are you, man? Leopard. So Basil totally knows May's not OSHA. And Pip's gonna be the thing that like clarifies that, or 100% certifies that. And they're not going to be able to understand Basil because Yord's dead, and Yord's the only one that could understand Basil. And maybe Pip's the one that ends up saying that OSHA's not OSHA and it's May. I don't know. I'm guesstimating. What are y'all thinking? Also, y'all think Soul actually turns evil this episode or later? At all? I'm just thinking out loud. Star Wars pushing some boundaries. They were snapping necks one episode and kebabbing people, and next episode they're pushing boundaries in a whole new way.
Does she really think that he don't know that she's there?
Yeah, no, he totally knows. I mean, that place is pretty damn cool, to be honest. Hey, there you go. Slay him.
He pull it to himself.
Just right out of her hand.
That's what I was thinking, like right before she picked it up.
How does it feel?
Yeah, see there it is.
Ah.
I knew, he knew.
Feels great. Was he?
Time check, we're at 9 minutes and 37 seconds.
I assume you didn't keep your own seal over.
Little.
Oh, she's looking. That's
she
funny
keeps
as
doing
shit.
it.
She's like, I am distracted.
Now you're one.
He bent down that time. I'll give that one fair.
Not exactly. Your anger betrays your thoughts.
Why bring me here?
Yeah, dude did a total costume
He
change.
did a
right there.
casual costume change right there. That was not what he was wearing.
He's like, I might have been
Ooh,
wearing
yeah.
scary Sith clothes, and now I'm being friendly, not so Sith man.
That ship docking was actually really cool.
The ship docking was great.
Yeah.
Dare I say, did it look a little Stargate-y? Maybe, kind of, sort of. Not really, but it looked a little less Star Wars-y than usual. Dog getting into some food. It happens. Dog getting into dinner.
Well,
Sneaky.
I heard it.
Is that a Biff?
I worry his fears convince so many.
Is that a Biff? No, okay. I was about to freak out for a second. I was like, ah.
Apologies, Senator. I must go. But thank you for your update.
Vanessa looks a little better. Not a whole bunch, but a
They
little.
received a distress call from Master Soul. And he's on a mission in the Afterthoughts.
What did he say?
Do something cool. Do something
The
cool.
connection was faulty, but it sounded right.
That old.
I was about to say a really long time
What do you
ago.
mean a
Kind
really
of looks
long
like he's
time
about
ago?
34. Kind
If
of.
he's 34,
Okay, he 34, but like
that's a high.
the highest he'll be is 37 or 8.
I'll say that dude is not even 30.
Yeah, no, he looks like it'd be about
He
30.
ain't even
No,
30.
he's about 30.
I'm going to teach you that.
Because Amanda Stenberg's 28, isn't she?
Start swimming if you want to make it to the ship before sundown.
Pretty sure.
Or you can wait for the time to go out.
I'm not positive. $37? Like Clerks? Like Clerks. Yeah. But no, Chaz was just saying that docking a ship on the water like that is not a good idea.
Yeah, it's like, what about rising waters, waves, anything?
They start playing a little Bob Marley. High tide or low tide, you know. What the hell? Also, what the hell? Did she just hold that on and off like an iPhone?
Literally just like an iPhone. Literally like the two, like, oh, wow, okay.
Alright, okay.
that other way when you were a child. It's called the thread.
Anger.
Yeah, there
The
are,
power of many, or I guess we forgot.
There's the thread, there's the force. I mean, the force can be utilized the gray way, the dark way, the light way. The thread can be utilized in a multitude of ways. 'Cause I guess Marin is also a thread user in Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. And she's kind of good, so
You killed York.
there's good thread, bad thread, light thread,
You
dark
killed
thread.
Jackie.
Where did you think that was going?
Yeah, that was really sad.
We've had the
Jackie.
same relationship with her.
Rip Jackie.
Master. One-sided.
Rip Daphne Keane.
Why do you love him?
I'm not that easily corrupted.
Do we have any bullet points so far, y'all? Anything worthy of discussing afterwards?
Turn it on.
Kill him.
A Jedi doesn't attack the unarmed.
Kill him.
Why do you still think of yourself as a Jedi?
Kill him, Moshe.
Because you failed what?
I understand.
Yeah, what did she fail? But also, kill her, kill him, Moshe. Let the anger flow, Osha.
I like that moment, but the thing
Yeah.
about it is it was unjustified. Because I failed, but I like the moment of like having that reaction and then pulling out the red saber. Like that's poetic in a way, but it's just that was the wrong. It's the bad writing thing. It's like
It's
that's
like
a good
poetry.
moment, but a bad
It
reason.
rhymes.
It's a good moment. It's just that's not the. That's
Coruscant.
not enough. That's not enough.
Coruscant looks beautiful right there, though. I'll be honest. That's a really pretty looking Coruscant. Not the best looking makeup, but good looking Coruscant. There's always weird sexual tension with the Sith. I don't know. That's not true. Yes.
I don't get sick.
I don't have a good answer. I wish I did.
But not that.
You like Basil, the little weasel rat dude? He's like Tornudian. It's not tornado, but it's like something that's almost spelled kind of similarly. They've apparently been around since early Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi kind of days, since it's like I think in novels and something like that. Quick time check, y'all, just for the sake of time check. We are watching at 23 minutes and 18 seconds, 20 seconds. So about 23 and a half. I wish StreamYards allowed us to have a timer. I don't know how to do a timer with StreamYards. But we'll keep you posted. I totally missed something important talking. Oops. Soul knows! He knows, and Basil was like, holy hell, what the hell's going on? They had a conversation. I kind of missed the conversation because I was talking, and then it was kind of like a test conversation.
Oh, she failed.
And she failed that test, and Soul just blasted her. He needs a Zat. Well, he did kind of just Zat her, I guess, just the one. Which, I was going to about to do the little Zat thing, but we'll do that right after the episode. Wait, so one...
He went back?
Yeah, did he just go back, or did one ship leave, one ship arrive?
Oh, yeah. No, it's a different ship.
Was it? Yeah, different ship? Oh, is that Vernestra?
Yeah.
Oh, and this little Padawan dude, or Knight. Oh, there's a few of them. Oh, wait.
What did they say?
Alright. The effects are at least decent. Everything looks good. Yeah, she looks a lot better in this light than she has before. Still just kind of green paint on the person.
This way.
It's not much of an alien species, but still. It's still decent looking. I do like the yellow Jedi robes for the High Republic as well. They look very Jedi, but also totally different time period, etc., etc. Hey everyone, best Star Wars Trek movie and TV show ever, in your opinion? Ooh, Zach's brought a great question. I'm gonna say Rebels for me, television-wise, because I love Rebels. Movie-wise, Star Wars-wise.
You're the same pitch to my sister.
How about either Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, or Rogue One, depending on what they ask me. And Revenge of the Sith. I don't know. All four of those just depends on the day you ask me. Star Trek. I haven't seen many Star Trek movies, but I would say the first of the J.J. Abrams, because I have only seen the J.J. Abrams stuff, really. And TV show-wise, I couldn't tell you about them. I would choose Star Trek Legacy because it sounds fun. Return of the Jedi, First Contact, Sarah says. Those both sound good. I know First Contact's very popular among Trekkies. Y'all answer Zach. Answer Zach. Nice. Zach saying Empire and Rebels, Trek, Search for Spock, and Ting. Cool. I like how they're talking about Cortosis now. Letting it, like, lore be known. The hinges broke.
Oh.
So he's just fixing the hinges on it.
Oh.
Oh, damn, Jackie. Hey, Daphne King gets another episode credit at least. Poor Daphne. Honestly, though, I really do like Soul's character, and I see that he's gonna definitely be like the big character. There's your damn. Why do you think the show's getting such backlash? I think it's awesome, but I'm one guy. That'll be one of our bullet points. I'll write that down. We'll talk about it. Hit the like button. Do what Sarah says. I think we're about to see the whiplash and everything. Light whip and everything. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay, so that was not Plo Koon. Thank. Okay, that was pretty damn cool. The light whip.
What does
She like just opened her cloak and summoned it. Like,
She summoned it.
yeah, she just like opened the cloak and went like, "Come to me," and like pulled it out like using the force and then did it. Like, didn't that's funny.
I want to see that thing in action. In action.
It's time to get back to the ship.
Yeah.
Prepare these bodies for burial.
Yeah. Take their lightsabers and bury them, please. Michael saying Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Rogue One, first 2 seasons of Mando and Andor, Star Trek, Ride the Con, Voyage Home and Discovered Country, and First Contact. Sweet. Long list, but good list.
What I must say to you.
Give us the story. Next episode, huh? Oh, okay. No, I thought we were about to end.
Why
Well,
is
we
that
are about to
CGI?
end, though.
Why is that CGI?
We're totally about to end the episode, though. This is the last scene. This is the last scene. This was a kind of a lackluster
why
episode.
was the helmet superimposed? on
Necessary,
that shot? That
Real
looked really
lackluster.
weird. On that shot was superimposed. I don't know why.
CG helmet.
Yeah, right there. See? See how she's not actually like. See how it's not actually moving. Okay, now she's right there.
I was about to say, it looks like she's
Well,
touching.
it was probably both. That's the real helmet. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They probably couldn't get the angle of the shot to look right, and so they CG'd the helmet. What the fuck?
Why is she putting this shit on?
Because earlier they were talking about it's one of the Padawan sensory deprivation helmets, so it connects you with the Force supposedly.
Oh, not the part of the Force that she's supposed to or wants to connect to. Oh, okay, that's one way to end the episode. Told you it was gonna be the last scene. The breathing, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
cheesy. Yeah, I'm
That's
with you
very
there.
cheesy. They keep having bad times. What are you doing?
That's cheesy. Yeah, but I like the idea of, I guess, looking through everything in the episode, but it was that's a cheesy way to end it. That's for sure. I believe it's season 4. Then they will end it with a movie. Oh, Mando and Grogu movie is their next adventure.
Yeah.
It is their next adventure, but they have stated, because Din Djarin, actor himself, Pedro Pascal, has said, yeah, I'm not going to be like on set as much anymore, so it's a voice thing, so we could literally do it forever. So they have talked about doing it forever and ever, which would be kind of fun. Oh, wait, David said, watched it, fell asleep. I'll have to watch it again. Didn't hold my attention like last week's episode. Yeah, this
Yeah.
one, it was
more of a setup episode for whatever is about to happen.
It's
next
totally a
episode.
setup episode for whatever's going to happen, but it was a lackluster episode in general. And
It was more just getting some info, and it's just more filler episode on an 8-episode show.
yeah, it's weird after we had a decent episode that was set up. Then you have a cool episode, which is straight up action with very little dialogue, and the little dialogue that was there was not great, but the dialogue that was the action that was there was good, which was great. And then you get to another decent episode that it doesn't do anything. The most action we got was a lightsaber whip slicing a cockroach in half.
Yeah.
And that was like literally just throwing the audience a bone for the sake of it. I mean, that's what that was right there. Vernestra wasn't even necessary. She could have easily once again said, holy shit, let me stay here. I'll ready the troops. Let me send 3 good guys and y'all go check out everything. And they could have gone and checked everything out, cleared up the bodies, and sent like a holocron back to her. Not holocron, excuse me. Go on a hologram and say, hey, Master Vernestra, this is not good, you know? And that would have... She was only there for the lightsaber whip.
Yeah, literally just...
That was it.
One little... It was a cool moment, but...
It was slow. Wish what's his name told his story. Chimere or Soul? Both. I think she's talking about Soul at the very end.
Oh, yeah, we actually get to hear it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
It'd be
I
great
don't
to
understand
actually
why
hear
they
that.
did that way. That was like, you give us that. Don't make us wait a week. It's just more of the same bullshit. If they had just made this a movie and we got it all at once, it would be infinitely better. But the fact that they were going to make us wait a week to hear his story is bullshit.
Yeah. More people are going to be going crazy on YouTube, LOL, but I find it funny they're still watching. Well, it's not you guys, but we're trying to have a nuanced thing, because I agree with the chunk of crazies to some portion, because like this is not good storytelling. It's not great storytelling. It has elements of good and great storytelling, but it's not actually. I mean, like this episode, that's what we're talking about. It's decent, but nothing actually really happened. It got necessary information across, sure, but it did it in a very lackluster way after a completely jam-packed, action-packed episode, and it's not good pacing in a series, and it would have been so much better served as a film. Holy shit, you see that spider back there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want
Big
to.
old spider.
That's a big old spider. Should I smack it with my shoe? I'm gonna smack it with my shoe. Where'd it go? Hold up. Killing a spider. Oh, shit. Nope. Faster than me. Now it's a dead spider. Got the spider. Yeah, that's it. That's it, though. Like, it really does feel like they are stretching it out. This story would have been much, 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 much better served as a film, like we've kind of said over and over. Even Rebels had filler episodes, not to this point, but still. Yeah, I mean, everything has its filler episodes, sure.
You need
But
setup.
This is yeah, you need setup. This is total setup, but this is setup that could have been done in a much more smooth way earlier on. And it's 8 episodes long, and 4 of the 6 episodes we've gotten are lackluster. Episodes 1, 2, 4, and 6 are lackluster, and 4 and 6 aren't truly. Episodes 1 and 2 are actually no, don't kill the spider. Sorry, David. But yeah, so that's like the gripe is that 4 and 6 are mediocre. They're mid. 1 and 2 are there. They're just 1 and 2 are super lackluster. They're the epitome of it. These are all right, but yeah, you just want to hit the ground running in 8 episodes. This isn't doing it. It's self-justice. We're running a dead horse into the ground, saying it again, but it would so much be better as a film. I just
can't believe that they wasted that whole moment of him saying, "You're gonna listen to me now. Now you're gonna actually listen to me next week when the episode actually drops."
I thought the episode was about to end right as he said that. I was like, no, not again, because that's what they would have done in episode 4. Just
they
right
did basically
yeah.
They did that again with her putting the helmet on, which is not much better.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally not much better. And
Also,
then, like Sarah said, the breathing.
Are those lightsaber handles just chilling right there? Repurposed lightsaber handles? You see that? Those are totally repurposed lightsaber handles.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's totally what that is.
We started the episode over just to have in the background, and I'm just gonna, be peeping over there just to remind myself what was going on and everything like that. And OSHA is.
They're in the cockpit of the ship, and one of there's 2 levers that are right beside her head, and they're totally the handles from lightsabers.
Oh yeah,
that just got repurposed in one way or another. But they're
at 6 minutes, around 6 minutes, the cockpit handles in the ship.
They're literally just
repurposed lightsabers. That's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, it's not bad. Is the Sith a Sith or a Knight of Ren? I do like the Knight of Ren theory. I don't think it's true because he called himself a Sith, and a Knight of Ren wouldn't necessarily know exactly what a Sith is. They are just enamored by the dark side, especially Knight of Ren of this era. Knight of Ren during the, First Order era, yeah, they would know what a Sith is, sure. But a Knight of Ren during early era, if there even was Knight of Rens during this High Republic era, I don't know if they would truly know what Sith were, so they would just be enamored with the dark side in general. So I don't know if that makes sense. Since I do like the idea of Chimera being the apprentice of either Tenebris or Plagueis, because those are both options technically still here. But it could be Venomous's apprentice, because Venomous was also an apprentice to Tenebris and kind of served with Plagueis for a little bit. So, we have options. And the Supergirl guy that played Martian Manhunter is totally coming in here soon. I half expected him to pop up this episode, and I wish he would have popped up this episode, giving us something new. Damn, that episode was ass. Sup, fellas? What's happening, C-Dub?
Yeah,
that's the one where it's just like, throw us a freaking bone. You do well. You do.
I'll tell you what, we found a lot more that they could have cut out screen time wise to make this a movie.
Yeah.
After this episode,
make it a movie, right? We're gonna beat that dead horse into the ground because it just needs to be said, and we want Lucasfilm to hear that. We're right back to the part we just started over again. He's getting naked in there. It's freaking Chimera, man. It's crazier than we thought. Andor was going wild going into the strip club at the beginning. No. Acolyte's going wilder around here. Let's just make a Darth Bane show and be done with it. I'd say, please, man, please, or a movie, either one. Brooke, howdy, Brooke. Griff, what's going on? Heyo. The whole dude getting naked was too long. What was too long, Sarah? I'm kidding. No. Yeah. No, the whole process was too long. It was a lot. Schmook!
What's up?
Howdy.
How we doing?
Justin coming through in a few. Justin's coming in a minute. That's awesome.
Huge. Yeah, I just finished it.
Sweet. We'll do the whole thing in a little bit. That episode was just so weird. LOL. It really was.
Oh yeah, it was weird. All right.
I'm thinking before we jump in, Should David saying howdy schmook?
What's up,
If-
David? What's up, my man?
I might go refill my drink and go to the bathroom real quick. Do you want to say howdy up here, or do you mind saying howdy to everybody for a little bit?
Me?
Yeah, just for like half a
yeah,
second.
no, yeah, of course.
I'm gonna just go refill a drink and be right back.
No, you're good.
A blunt and martini wasn't enough to make that good.
Yeah.
No.
I had a Sprite and I was like, oh, this is. I need something a little better than a Sprite.
Yeah, I need something a little harder than that.
You know. Shoot. But we'll dive back into everything in a second. If y'all don't recognize Schmook from Sidetrack, you should recognize him from MCubed, of course. He did a
Sure.
great episode about The Boys, about Comic Adaptations Weekly earlier, which y'all should check out.
Oh yeah, definitely check it out. If you guys watch The Boys or love The Boys, just go to MCubed. I try to talk about anything comic booky every week, if doable, of course. But yeah. So what do we think of the episode, ladies and gentlemen? I just got done finishing it, so the thoughts are very fresh. Ultimately, it blows. I think it blows.
I'm gonna give it a solid like 2.5 out of 5.
A 2.5 out of 5? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good rating. I'm with you. But yeah, thanks,
Well-
C-Dub. Yeah, I mean, go Birds. It's my home
It's-
turf. My home turf.
It just sucks because it could like we've said it a million times, and this episode is just more proof of it. Like whoever decided like what was going to be in each episode was not very smart, because like this whole episode is just another just more setup, more of them talking, more nothing actually happening, and then anything important that we actually want to see is at the very end, and then they cut it off, and it's like they did that 2 episodes ago, they did it this episode, and it's like they only got 2 more to do it with, so it's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how they're somewhat laying a foundation to make it make somewhat sense. You know, like no one can live like Soul, for example, May and Osha and this master cannot live, in my opinion, for Phantom Menace to make any sense. And I think they're at least setting it up in some way where Soul is just going to be the person who takes the fall for the death of all these Jedi. And so like a Sith isn't revealed yet, you know? Because I mean, that's kind of like the inkling I'm getting from when those Jedi arrived on the planet with all the dead Jedi. So as of right now, Soul is just the main blanking on the word there, but just the main threat to the Jedi right now, thinking that he killed all your Jedi. So he's the man to blame, I would say. But who knows? Because they have 2 episodes. Again, these are only 30-minute episodes, and like, how do you do that with an hour? And also, where's the budget? That's another factor of mine. Like, how does this cost more than House of the Dragon? Or
Yeah,
Kenobi?
everything looks
I'll tell
great.
you how it's all those establishment shots that they got that are super intricate, like right that. Like that's
All
what
the
their fucking money's
Coruscant
going
stuff
to.
and
Yeah, the Coruscant
I mean,
stuff.
that's
showing
all fine, but I mean, I don't
It's
know how.
it all looks good, but it's not utilizing the budget properly, like smart.
No, at
I'll
all.
tell you what, they should have
Like, we've
thrown
had one
2 extra
episode
bucks
where I
at the
feel like-
writers' room.
Well, there's only been one episode I feel like the budget has really shown, and that was last week's episode.
Yeah, no, honestly. It ain't Mando. You know, Mando doesn't have as big of a budget, but it does utilize its budget better. It has a big budget nonetheless, but it doesn't have as big of a budget as this.
This just tries to. The thing is this tries to do grand things simply because it didn't have a grand story. So it's trying to visually look
Yeah.
grand to compensate for its mediocre ass story.
Well, that's my other thing. It's like I think the performances are fine, but
Yeah.
it's like I just feel like the script, like there's nothing there. Like there was this one scene in particular that really got me, where it was like it's when the Sith was talking to Osha, and like she had the lightsaber in hand, and he was like putting it against him. I'm like, I think they're doing the best they can with that script, because like every piece of dialogue there was so flat to me. Like it's like
Yeah, and like, you know, not for nothing,
It's a cool
Reiner's
moment.
actually pretty good. Like the actor himself, he's actually good at it. Like he's
I
doing
think
good,
he's
but it's just he's he's limited on what he can do. Like he's been doing great and killing it, but like because that transition to the big bad in the last episode was cool, and you got to see kind of like more of that solemn side on this episode. So it's like he's doing what he's supposed to, but that writer's room and some decisions later on made have not been helping.
No. Yeah, Sarah's agreeing. She says, I hate when shows look good, but writing sucks. And that's where we're at.
Point. I mean, the show, like me saying this, I think the show looks good, but I still don't know where this budget is going towards. That's my ultimate factor. It's like, yeah, you get some good shots here or there, some solid action at times, but it's like, what, an 8-episode series.
It was also that star-studded cast that they killed off within the first 3 episodes.
That's a big
really
chunk of
where
it.
that comes
Yeah,
from.
it has to be.
But also, you know, these actors aren't that big, so like I don't know, they can't be making that big of a paycheck, in my opinion. I mean, like the biggest people are probably Daphne and Keane and Master Souls actor who's from Squid Game,
And Carrie-Anne Moss, at least.
Sure, but still, I mean, like these aren't like A-listers, you know. So I'm like, they can't be making that big of a paycheck. So it's like, but then again, you still kill off half the crew just like that, and then you also have 2 of the main characters who are played by the same actress. So
Saves you a couple bucks there, honestly, you know.
had to.
Before we go any further and dive deep, C-Dub is appreciating how great.
Yeah, he said he's from the Lou. Same here, brother. So
Yo. It's in the pool. Water was cold. Funny.
The fact that she also reset the damn robot like a freaking iPhone is hysterical to me. In that episode. That just happened right now. We're rewatching it. She literally holds it down like an iPhone, holding the power button and the up button, and just fucking resetting it that way. It's like, you mean to tell me that shit is exactly the same? Okay.
So that's how you reset R2? I mean,
I guess so.
Why didn't everybody do that at every point throughout all the shows?
Well, hell yeah, we have Soulard, so we're not too far away. It's a good shit.
Yeah. The second male actor shouldn't have left Chicago Fire. Who? Which one? Charlie Barnett?
Which character is he? The one with the yellow lightsaber? I don't remember his name.
Charlie Barnett?
Cord? Was that his name?
Yord. Okay, yeah, that's
Yord.
Charlie Barnett. So he's from Chicago Fire?
I guess. I'm just
Okay.
guessing.
Okay.
Because there's not that many male characters in this show either. So
No, that's true too. Will Acolyte get renewed? Hasn't it already? No, we talked about that last episode. They've talked about it. I don't know if it will, but there's a good chance it will.
well, they said how this season has a definitive ending,
Oh, okay, that's good.
but again, if it does well enough, they have like an idea for season 2 or something like that. Now,
How about not? Oh, there we are.
so do we think the big way to save this show is somehow get Plagueis involved in the finale?
Do you think it's Plagueis, Tenebrous, or Venomous?
I mean, that's the question here too. Like, you would think. So the ultimate thing is, I'd say the Sith has definitely been let go from his master. So that's why he wants this power of 2 or rule of 2 to find himself an acolyte, an apprentice. So I mean, I'd say whoever took his spot with the legitimate Sith Lord is probably Plagueis, I would guess. But it could be a little early. I mean, like again, but they already changed Kiadi-Mundi's like age, so it's like they could do the same thing with Plagueis. I mean, clearly it's way too early for Palpatine, so you can't bring him in. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the only way you can kind of like add a little flavor is like somehow bring in like Darth Plagueis the Wise. I mean, everyone will lose their shit over that, you know.
There's let me find what the actor's name is and pull him up. there's people saying that the guy that plays Martian Manhunter in Supergirl is the guy that is going to end up playing Plagueis, and he's been cast for the show for Acolyte, and he's just like that one character that we haven't seen yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
hopefully,
Probably.
let me share my screen real quick. Let's see if that works. Does it
Yeah,
look
go
okay
for
with
it.
us over here? There we go. So yeah, that's him as Martian Manhunter, and that's the actor. Right here, Hank Henshaw. What's the actor's name?
I don't know.
This guy. He's good. He was one of the best parts of that show, honestly.
I
He's
never
a really
watched
good
that
actor.
show. I never had a chance to, but I heard good things at least for the first few seasons.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons and I think the first 3 and then enjoyed it. I stopped watching all of the Arrowverse stuff the season before all of the what were we talking about the other day? The what's the big crossover with everything?
Crisis on Infinite
Crisis
Earths.
on Infinite Earths. Yeah, I didn't really watch Crisis because I stopped watching everything the season beforehand. And was like, I'm anal about watching everything, and I'm not gonna catch up. So
Yeah, it became a little too much for me. But I mean, the first few seasons of Flash and Arrow are excellent television.
I love the idea of it.
No, yeah, I mean, it was definitely cool to have they had this shared cinematic universe in a way on the CW for a hot minute there. So
Every week for a certain season, all of spring, you'd have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday planned out.
which is crazy. And then you also had 22 episode seasons or something like that, or at least 16.
Yeah.
And at times I feel like some of these shows look better than the shit we're getting, where we have to wait a whole week for a 30-minute episode, and there's only going to be 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I mean,
how much bigger of a budget?
I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, as you know, but when I look back at that, I'm like, man, they were able to do so much with such a little budget. I mean, not that it was a little budget, but compared to what's being made, I'm like, what the hell? The writing was there, the visuals were there, the acting was there, and you were still able to have 16 and then eventually 22 episode seasons. So that's crazy to me.
Arrowverse went if Arrowverse went downhill after Crisis, it was downhill, I think, after about season 4 of Arrow.
Yeah, so no matter what, 1 through 3 of Arrow is good, and I'd say 1 through 4 of The Flash is pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I'd say the first probably 2 seasons of Supergirl were good. And then Legends of Tomorrow. How many seasons did they go on to? Because I like the first 2 couple, or maybe even 3.
I know I watched the first season. I enjoyed that. I don't know. I didn't know they had more than 1 season, honestly.
I don't know that they had a whole bunch. Marvel did that. Obviously, CW did it with DC. It'd be interesting to have Star Wars do something like that.
I mean, they have the potential to, but I mean, also
It'd have to be animation, I would think, huh?
I guess so, but I mean, I just don't understand how they don't have multiple shows going at once. Maybe it has to do with the budget of these shows, but also I just don't think they have a good leader over at Lucasfilm.
Well, that's a good point too.
How do you not crank out good quality content, and a good chunk of it, mind you, over and you have one of the biggest properties there is with an insane amount of lore to it. It's all there. It's all there.
And honestly, one of the best parts about Acolyte so far is things that seem jarring at first, and then you kind of do a deep dive on, and they're bringing cool kind of lore things into it, like the Cortosis kind of stuff.
Right.
Hey, that's been around for literally decades now, and we're finally bringing it in here. That little Basil dude is a whole creature that's been around since Empire, Return of the Jedi kind of era.
Right.
Cool. I like it. It's a little interesting and jarring at first, and everyone is trigger happy to go shit on the Acolyte right now, and they're for certain aspects, rightfully so. Certain aspects, totally not too. And I guess those are part of the aspects that are totally not. Where we're like, oh well, okay, you are deep diving into lore, which is nice, but if you're going to take the time to be delicate with it and put those aspects into it, why aren't you going to be delicate with the story and do the right thing for it and just, once again, make it a movie? Just
Well, that, or I think it's simply just actually hire fans Because I mean, I just can't fathom. Like, yeah, you get some stuff again, like you get this stuff added to, let's say, the Acolyte alone, like you were saying, that's like deep in the lore, and it's cool to see. But I'm like, it's missing the spark that's like that is Star Wars, and it's missing the. To me, I'm always gonna say it's missing the sauce. You know, like it needs the sauce. Like Mando seasons 1 and 2, it had it. Like it felt like Star Wars from start to finish, and I just haven't really felt that truly, except for like moments over other TV shows, like in Book of Boba Fett. I truly felt that with the Luke Skywalker episode, or with Kenobi, where you actually get this final Vader and Obi-Wan fight, which is sick as shit. But like, but otherwise, like a lot of the writing within these shows are just so lame. Like the writers' room just all needs to be fired across the board. Like, get some hardcore fans onto these projects who know how to tell a story and write compelling dialogue, which the Acolyte does not have at all.
Por favor. Well, no, literally, as you said, it does not have compelling dialogue. David says
it's missing a good
script.
Truly, because I mean, like the actors are good. Like, they're doing the best they can with this script. It's clearly a script issue.
But you know, one thing that I think will help Star Wars truly push itself back in the right direction.
Well, you tell me.
I think if you follow a certain thread, you will know that the power of one, the power of two, the power of many is really the best way to do it. We've got Justin in here. Justin,
Also, read my comment.
Are you going to watch episode 7? Is how we're going to start.
I'm gonna watch episode 7.
Okay.
Do I give a shit about this show anymore? No.
All right,
do
man,
I think this?
I'm with you.
And what's up, man? Shamook, what's up? Justin,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
Let me be nice real quick, because like I'm about to. This show's ass. Like, let's just put it.
It's
This ass.
Justin does love the Acolyte, though. He does do it.
No, you will never
Okay,
rely
real
on
quick.
my name like
Chaz
that.
just topped this. There's breaking news. Skydance Global comes to agreement to purchase. Oh, no shit. Skydance
They just came to a new preliminary agreement for the purchase for a controlling purchase of Paramount. So the Skydance deal is back on.
Video soon. Y'all keep your eyes out. No shit. But yeah, okay, so real quick, well, we got the 3 of us, 4 of us technically over here. We'll wait for Chillin'. Chillin' will hop up in a minute or so. 1 out of 5.
1.
1 out of 5.
What are you rating?
Oh, what out of 5? Okay. I'd say about 2.5 out of 5. I mean, like, there was some stuff in there I think's fine. Like some interesting stuff. Like, again, like how they're definitely gonna tie a bow on the fact that like the Jedi should not know that the Sith are out there right now, and it seems like they're leading up to that in some way. But again, with better writing, I think I would enjoy that conclusion when we get to it in the finale. Like, the finale could kick ass for all I know. I know there's still 2 more episodes, but again, I don't know how you tie a pretty bow on this with just 2 episodes that, again, are only like 30-minute episodes. But again, so with this episode, I'd say 2.5 maybe. I don't know if I would rewatch this episode. I'd say the episode before I would potentially rewatch, because it had some cool shit in it. But with this, I'm like, the dialogue sucked, the story sucked, and there were just a couple good moments of dialogue in there. The rest was dog shit. So I did not enjoy this episode at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm with a 1.
A 1.
This is
Guys,
What? My
1 out of 5.
Oh, I said it earlier. I said earlier 2.5. I'll probably actually just say 2
Was that out of 10 or out of 5?
out of 5.
Okay.
mine's out of 10. I'm going with a 1. It was that bad.
Out of 10, you're going to 1.
Yes.
I respect it. It's bad. I only give it like I think the actor who plays Master Soul at least gives me a point.
That's where the points are coming from. It's from the actors and from like the basic visuals.
Sure.
But anything of actual substance is a 0.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair
Well,
enough.
like you were just saying a minute ago about just the dialogue of everything, the exposition about the helmet, like that could have been such a cool moment. Like maybe
The show
right
don't
after
tell.
the
Also,
Well-
why was the helmet CGI'd in like 2 or 3 of the shots? It was weird and bothered the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Sorry, random fucking side thing that I saw.
Dude,
They had it. They had to have had an issue with the shading or something, so they took a real one and then they added CG effect on top of it for a couple of the shots.
Crazy.
I don't know why they did that, but there was like you could see the jitter a little bit on the side. It just didn't look right. Bothered me.
It's not that bad. I mean,
no, it's that bad. No, it's that bad. The show's ass. Like, I look, respectfully, Zach, I'm sure you're a great guy, and I don't mean to be toxic. I hate this show. The show's ass.
And that's your opinion, dog.
Like, bro, they added in a spot to invoke the Vader feels by throwing her in a fucking mask and having her breathe in it. This
Yeah.
show is
Crazy ending.
stupid.
I know. Yeah, that
Ending,
was unnecessary.
like the mask is okay, but the breath on top of it was just
Yeah.
immediately.
And then
just-
they're gonna drag it out like it's a good ass cliffhanger, like they did something. No, this show
Yeah.
is stupid. I'm
At
sticking
least they
with the
didn't
1 out
end
of
the
10.
cliffhanger on "I'm gonna tell you about."
That's what I
It's still
thought. I
stuck
thought
to
that
this-
was gonna be that.
I thought that I was so pissed off. I was like, no.
No chance that's the ending. And I'm like, okay, we might get something cool with the helmet. Nope.
Hey guys, we could tease out a little Vader with this. Get the promo ready.
Little
Like,
Vader.
bro, oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
That was
that's fine.
so bad.
Look right there, that shot.
Oh yeah, it does look CG now that you're. Yeah, we have
Right?
it playing again
That's
just in the
totally
background
shot.
over here.
That's completely CG
What-
right there.
What's the
That's-
timestamp?
So
Yeah.
badly
Yeah,
CG.
and there's your huge budget right there.
There's
That
your
is,
huge
it
budget.
really
Yeah,
is. They're wasting money on stupid shit like
Stupid
that.
shit.
$15,000 just to. put,
What's
like,
the timestamp?
Where are we? We're right. 31 like
It was-
20ish, 31, 15ish, something like that.
It's when the helmet is just they're showing the helmet just straight on, like on the stool or something. It's just it looks it's so bad. Like you can see that it's rendered shadows and shit like that. Like it's
Nuts.
you see it cuts right as her hand goes on top of it. I just noticed it then.
Okay.
Because it can't fucking do it because they have a regular helmet, but they're adding shit on top of it for some reason.
I mean, that's totally where some of that budget goes. And then she puts it on her
And then she
head.
puts it on.
and
They should. I ultimately, as
Lets
I,
it sit for a second.
Oh.
as I watch every one of these episodes,
Oh
I
my
really
God.
feel like Kathleen Kennedy should have just pulled the trigger on it and just did what Feige did with Echo and just drop it all. Just let people talk about it all at once. Maybe it would flow better if all 8 episodes were out at
No,
once.
but she wants this. She likes this. Like,
She has to love it. Dude.
She's milking out everything she can until that contract. I'm
Well,
just.
Watching that right now again, that last shot, it would have at least felt better of an ending if they didn't end
So
it
bad.
with her in the helmet. Because the shot right before shows her with the helmet on, and it holds on that for like 5 seconds. With her like just kind of sitting there with the helmet on, you get that look. If they had at least ended it on that shot, it would have.
It would have been
felt a
fine.
little
It would have
better.
been a little bit better. Yes,
A
I
little
agree.
bit, like obviously it's still a fucking 0, but like maybe we could have gotten a 0.5 out of that.
0.5 out of it.
But like the fact that they went that because they showed it in the helmet, out of the helmet, in the helmet, fade to black, credits. It's like
And there's-
no, fuck that.
There's not even like any cool tech or anything. It's just
No!
2 little slits of an eye. Like,
Tiny slits, which
bruh.
I guess is kind of cool in a degree because they did compare it to like the sensory thing, and he totally is just like sensing things. But
And it
still.
could lead up to something really cool next episode potentially. But again, maybe tease that more so at the end of this episode to at least give us a little spark. Because
Well-
just having like just her head in the helmet breathing and then it fades to black is
If
fun.
the story was properly written and properly paced, we wouldn't have the issue at all.
Bro, they thought they
Yeah,
popped
for real.
off with that, dude. They thought
It's just
they
not-
fucking popped off.
The pacing's just not there at all. Like
It's awful. It's atrocious pacing. And it's all that comes down to is the choice of medium that they pick. Because if they picked a movie, not to sound like a dead horse for the millionth fucking time, but had they picked that, it would have been so much better. The pacing would have been great. It would have been on time. You could have cut half of that episode. There's a lot of your time right there. Almost all of the first 2 episodes, and then there you go.
Yeah. Zach is saying that 1 and 2 were good, 3 was meh, 4 was decent, 5 was amazing, 6 was okay, and he believes that 7 and 8 will blow us all away. I'm gonna say 1 and 2 were meh, 3 was
Right.
4 was 5 was 6 was
Yep.
and I hope 7 and 8 are but we'll see. We'll see, you know.
I just don't know how they can really just blow us away with these last 2 episodes based on the other 6 episodes and the quality they are at. But you know, Zach, I love the optimism here, pal.
I do too.
I do too, man, because you got a lot of it. Because
he still has faith in Star Wars, and man, if you got faith, I want to have faith in Star Wars. So I'm a
I would
step
love to
behind
have faith in
you.
Star Wars. But it's just a toxic relationship at this point, man.
It is.
That's
It
a
is.
relationship.
Star Wars, not in Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, maybe the faith in the property of Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Star
Nah,
Wars
not even that.
is one thing. Who's managing it? That's another.
Chicano Dragon has appeared and said, "The power of many."
Like, who signed off on that, bro?
That's so bad. Like, that was really bad.
And they don't do it once or twice. They do it 3, 4, 5 times. Like, and then the in the back is just like it is.
And so here's another thing. I can't even get around anymore. Like, they are trying. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Wait, who's yours?
Yeah, I guess I'm making Shaggy Scooby noises.
Dude, they are trying to get so many different weird parallels to like the prequels between Anakin, homegirl, that the green lady not wanting to fly because she gets like, bro, you're not Obi-Wan. Calm down. This
I thought that was so unnecessary.
It was so unnecessary.
Like,
and
it wasn't even
the
funny.
stupid Vader thing. It
Like,
wasn't
that's
funny.
terrible writing.
That's why her acting was like, why is she up? Like, she has no personality at all of that character. Like, I don't know what she's trying to do.
It's just a
Like-
human being painted green. That's it. Miri Allens
Yeah.
are totally different than that, but no. Well, I guess they're not that different, but like, still.
Oh man, this show.
But David, they gotta milk it. They gotta milk it, man.
Have to milk it.
They
People are
love this.
talking
No,
about it.
they absolutely love this. This is what they wanted. Like, whether it's good, getting a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes or what, they like how this show is being received.
Yeah, no matter what. I mean, again, people are talking about it. We're here talking about it, and that will get people to watch it, and that's how they make money.
It is the old saying that all publicity is good publicity, but at the same time, they're not. Dude, you know what threw me off was the other day when I think it was Mark in here was saying Doctor Who numbers. No, it was Melvin. Melvin said the Doctor Who numbers was there's literally in one singular country on this planet watching Doctor Who, which is getting shat on a whole bunch in a lot of different ways, just for its own issues and stuff. Bless you.
Bless you.
It's getting more views than Acolyte is internationally. Doctor Who is doing better than Star Wars internationally in one singular country by like tenfold. Like,
I mean, that's why when people
That's
say
it,
you
that's
can never kill Star Wars, like you can. Like, bro,
It's
no
not.
young people give a damn about this. No young people give a damn about Star Wars, man.
It's
Like-
on life support. It's close. Skeleton Crew has to be good.
We're preying on Skeleton Crew to save us. Come on, guys.
We have to. That's the only
That
way.
show is gonna be even worse than this.
It's
Like,
all
what are we
episodes,
talking
man.
about? This is no, bro. I'm not even gonna watch that shit. Come on, you're not getting me back until Ahsoka season 2. Like this shit is ass. Oh man,
I mean,
This might have been the show. This might have been the episode.
this was
This
it.
might have been it. To break me. This might have been it. Dude. Star Wars is cooked.
It might
Yeah.
be. It might be.
I love the optimism, Zach. I love the optimism.
So much optimism. I love it.
The funny thing is, Doctor Who seems so fun. Actually, I haven't watched it, but it actually seems fun.
Me too. It's something that I really want to get into. It's just there's a lot to get
There's
into.
so
and I'm
much.
totally gonna watch the old stuff.
Exactly.
first.
Not me
I have
having a
no
free
background in it
video.
at all.
Yeah. Why are you so mad? We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
We're sad. We're
Honestly, I'll
disappointed.
go about my day perfectly fine. I'm just talking about it, and I think it's ass. That's
Yeah.
Well, there were so many times during the episode where I'm just like, holy shit. Like, why, if a show's doing that and I want to turn it off, that's terrible. Like, there's no way. And it's Star Wars, which was like my first love on this planet besides maybe Spider-Man. Like that's it.
exactly. I love Spider-Man. Well, not Spider-Man. Star Wars before Marvel, before any of that stuff. Remember playing Jedis in the front yard with my homies back.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
like it was first. Now it's just, bro.
Great.
If I have a kid, I ain't putting them into this shit.
Well,
It's a rabbit hole.
the only thing
Go
that's
to
like,
episode 1 through 6, and then like,
Exactly.
oh, is there more? And then, do you want to show your kids what else there is? I don't know.
yeah, no, and the only like true like thing they have for kids in it right now is Young Jedi Adventures, which is the other High Republic thing. But then you get the kids watching that, and then they're like, oh, let me watch the next thing, and they see like snapped necks and kebab people, and they're like, oh, I don't know. There's not like I like the dark thriller aspect of Star Wars, and I think it tonally and could go there, and it should go there. That's just interesting to have, not
And
not
now
do
it's
that in a
a
whole
love story
different.
too.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know. Yeah, we're not upset with it. We have high expectations, but we've lost those high expectations over time. And the reason we do get excited when this show's doing well in the little parts it does do well in are it's like we said before, they've set the bar so low that they're just tripping over it now. And hey, an episode that's good is good, but we need those last 2 episodes to be really good. If they do the whole soul thing that we were talking about last week, we've got substance.
All
But
right.
that's what we need. We need true substance. Because this episode, where it gave good plot details and furthered the plot, sure, it did that. It didn't have substance there. And that's why it feels lackluster like that,
Okay, so
So,
I think I have a question for y'all because I'm curious. I want your guys' opinion.
yes, sir.
Post Disney Star Wars, how many projects would you consider to be good? Like post Disney purchase, like anything that's new. What is solid?
Let me pull them up real quick.
Because Rebels is solid.
Rebels is solid,
Clone Wars Season 7 is solid.
excellent. But I would say that's even technically posted or pre-Disney because that was all made beforehand. They just finished
Yeah,
it.
that's true, too. But Rebels, at
But
least,
I'll count
there.
the Clone Wars. I'll count it.
Yeah. I know Justin's not going to agree with it, but so I'll just go ahead and get it out the way. But Andor definitely sits up there with me.
Andor's solid. I just don't understand the insane jerking off of it. I think it's very good, but I just don't think it's a masterpiece of a show.
What else, y'all? Visions is good. Bad Batch is good. Tales of the Jedi,
Excellent.
good. So that's 6 good ones, but obviously the trilogy's not.
The main things.
6.
Oh, Rogue One's good. That's 7.
I like Solo. That's me.
So I'm with you on
Oh,
Solo.
Lord.
It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
I'm with you on Solo. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
That's 8.
Uh-uh.
I mean, you said Mando.
8.
Oh,
is
I didn't say
crazy.
Mando.
8 is crazy.
That's 9.
8?
Mando's 9?
Episode 9. Is that what you said?
Well, no, that's 9 different projects.
9 projects that he's saying.
Would we say Ahsoka's good?
That's on the.
I would say Ahsoka's like one of mine. There's only like 3 I would put in
It's
there.
very much so on the cusp
Yeah.
of mine for being good. Like I like Mando more. I like Solo more. But okay, Ahsoka I just feel like ended. It could have ended better. I think like for me, a climax has to be awesome for the rest of the show to matter as well.
Yeah.
So, but Ahsoka was so close to being excellent for me. I just think they could have stuck that landing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you. Which ones are you putting up there, Justin?
I probably only have like 3. I'll
What
be
are the
straight up
three?
with you. For sure, Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka actually leaves a path forward for Star Wars. Like,
Well, it does.
you're
do that.
bringing back Hayden. I mean, hell, that's why they're marketing right now to try to cover this monstrosity that they got going.
True.
But you bring him back Hayden, and then you have a full-fledged story to bring with possibly
Taylor.
with Abeloth and everything.
Abeloth.
There's so much cool stuff with Ahsoka that I just really, besides those last 2 episodes, is like really the only thing I care about. I would say the first 2 seasons of Mando.
Yeah.
3 is Buns. 3 is Buns. I will say that.
Yeah, 3 is Buns. Tales of the Empire, I'll put that in there. And then Clone Wars, if we're gonna include
Season
the
7, I guess.
and season 7, we're gonna include that. I'll put that in there. But like all that other stuff that I'm like, why are we, bro? I mean,
You don't like Rebels?
is Rebels Disney?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
like
I'll
the
give
first-
then Rebels. I'll go
Yeah.
with Rebels.
It was
Um,
early Disney though. That's like literally the first show they greenlit. They canceled Clone Wars and did.
Yeah, that was the first thing they did.
It was 2013, so it was like literally like the first project they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
so-
all I can give. That's all I can really give. I think all the rest of them, I mean, the only thing, I mean, I could be talking I'm talking for myself, but the only thing I remember from Rogue One is Vader and how they brought back Carrie Fisher. That was sick. But other than that, like that plot line is so forgettable.
Like it's a beautiful looking movie, but yeah, I'm with you 100%. Like I think the third act saves that movie. The characters are cool, but like there's not a whole lot of substance to that movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people, when you ask them about it, all they remember is Vader. So it's like, okay, so cool, you liked
Could have
that.
been a sick thing that someone just made on YouTube if they wanted to.
Exactly. So, and then, I mean, Tales of the Empire, I see someone put that. I'm like,
Yeah.
man,
I
they
still haven't
dropped the
watched it.
ball.
I didn't watch Tales of the Empire either, but I like Tales of the Jedi a lot.
Would we put Visions on there, huh? Y'all fans of Visions?
Ooh, I haven't seen season 2 of Visions, but I did like
Oh.
season 1.
It was fun. It was fun
fun.
because it was like it doesn't have too much of a really any correlation to anything, but like it's its own thing.
It's
So
sick.
I do like that.
Yeah, it's very
Um,
creative, which I like. It gets like just some small voices to make Star Wars content that doesn't have to
Yeah.
have huge impact on the universe as a whole.
Other than that, man, bro, they've had a lot of misses in my opinion. Like Solo, I can't. I've watched that once and never
I think
again.
it's fun. It's a good popcorn movie. And that's
It
why-
is. It's a good comfort movie, I guess, if you want to throw that on.
I didn't go into Solo expecting some deep thing. I'm watching
Yeah.
Solo do a heist, and I'm cool with it.
But Solo is the exact reason why I am so against having a Lando movie. Like, don't bring that out.
I don't want that. I mean, I could accept a mini series maybe, but
I no.
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 Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
just go see him flirting with robots. Cool.
True.
I'll pass.
And I will always say this. I was always a fan of The Force Awakens, but only in terms of the foundation that it had, where it's like, I like the characters enough. Yeah, it's very much like a rehash of A New Hope, but I think with the characters they had, with the ability of having these old actors come back, there was a lot of room to grow, but like Last Jedi completely tanked that for me. So in turn, that makes The Force Awakens a lot weaker for me, but I still enjoy it overall.
I get that. Yeah. It I don't know. That one hurt me. It felt like I walked into it so excited, and I just walked out of it just so not.
I will say, I've never felt more hype going into a movie outside of maybe like the last two Avengers movies,
Yeah,
potentially.
totally.
And I think coming out of that theater after, I think it hit me because of all the excitement I had. But over time, I'm like, okay, it definitely went down for me, but I still enjoy it overall.
We were such shitheads. I saw it. I was on the swim team, and we would all go like see movies beforehand and go watch movies and stuff. So we were just being shitheads as we were, and because a lot of us were kind of felt the same way. We were so pissed off at it whenever we walked out. we elected one guy to walk back in and say, Solo dies, and walk out, and it was bad. And you had people running after him. I had my truck running around, and he had to jump in the bed on the way out. It was
that's
terrible.
funny.
That's great.
What's wrong with
I
you?
still feel bad about it, but it was great. It was so
That's
bad.
terrible.
I didn't hate that movie walking out, but I was like,
It could have been better.
this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
It was weird because that one hurt me the most walking out of it. After Last Jedi, I was like, that was interesting. Had a bunch of interesting ideas. Okay. And about a day later, I was just in pain. And then Rise of Skywalker, I was like, I saw it with my dad. We literally drove an hour out of our way to go see it. And we went to go see it because we're like, this is it. Let's go. And it was... we walked out. We were like, "That was fun," and literally as we got in the car, we just started complaining about it. The entire hour back was just complaining about it. So,
Well, The Rise of Skywalker is definitely interesting. I really enjoyed it when I came out of that first screening. Like, I thought it was a fun movie with a pretty weak ending, but I still enjoyed it overall. But that was the
It's
movie
epic.
that really sank on my totem pole over the test of time. But to me, it's also at a point where it's like it's so bad, I think it's entertaining. I feel the same way with like Madam Web. If you guys had a chance to see that, I'm like, yeah, that is so bad. I kind of enjoyed watching it because I'm like, how does this happen? How does this get made?
I'm with you in the Rise of Skywalker, but Madam Web, just from like the acting perspective and stuff, hurt me so bad watching because the voice, the ADR doesn't match the actual like dialogue, especially of the villain, and that just it actually, I think it hurts my soul. I think it took off a year of my life watching that movie.
I will never see that movie.
You don't have to,
list.
but
No.
maybe if you just get unbelievably drunk or high or something and watch it, and you might find some entertainment because you'll be like, wow, this is dog shit.
I'll go on a trip with just watching Across the Spider-Verse and still be happy.
Fair enough.
Honestly,
I'm with you. I get it.
am I having a bad acid flashback, or did Leia float out into space and float back into a ship? Because if I remember it right, that was truly awful.
Oh yeah, dude. The Last Jedi. Ooh, that killed me when I came out of that movie theater.
Dude.
I'm like, please get better. And then I see the Yoda sequence, like, okay, this is sick. This is good. But then, which just blows my mind because, I mean, you get Rian Johnson, who I think has made unbelievable stuff. Like, I think he's a very competent writer. I just didn't think he was a fan of Star Wars, or at least, like, the original trilogy. Because I'm just like, how are you honoring these characters? And, like, how, because, I mean, maybe you take out the Star Wars aspect, it might be okay. It might be a fine sci-fi movie. But
I walked out of that, and I was with my friend who's not a big Star Wars fan at all by any means, but he at least knows like the main characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we saw what was going on, and like we were already bored through the movie, and then we get to that last little fight, if you will. And we're like, okay, he just got blasted by a whole bunch of what was it, AT or whatever the things they use in that one. That was kind of cool. Okay, we're getting a little somewhere. And then what happens. We walk out the movie theater like, what the hell did we just watch? I was like, they killed him off. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
what
did
to
not have
think,
to
and
kill
then
Luke. There's
say
no
that
way-
again. Yeah, exactly. I was like, you're gonna kill off Luke.
Or have him be there, maybe. I mean, that could have been cool.
Like he could have hopped in his own ship and go there or anything. Okay. And then I walked out of Rise of Skywalker. I was just like, this is where they're going. Hopefully this is done. Makes zero sense, but
None. Do
'Cause
not forget
apparently-
Palpatine. I was always an advocate for just having Plagueis be the ultimate like puppet master behind everything somehow, some way. But you know, I
when he
don't.
dies
I
to
don't
the
get fans
same
right.
thing that got him fried the first time. It's just, I'm all the Jedi. I was like, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
know what?
You know what Ray was imbuing right there.
What?
Don't you dare.
Ray was
don't do
imbuing not the power of one, not the power of two,
Power of
but the
many.
power of many.
Power of many.
Hi,
Many,
chillin'.
many, many.
Is chillin' here? Is that what you're saying? Is
No,
that-
I just the reference was there.
Okay.
I had to.
I also
But
don't
now,
know. How, I don't know
I
how
used
you
it up,
do
so
the
I don't know. We
trilogy.
have to find something else.
I don't know how you do the new trilogy and not have the 3 OGs share the screen at one time together. Like that's a little crazy.
It's beyond crazy. It's beyond crazy. You kill them off one by one too. Like,
I get making each movie maybe be like each of the OGs like movie, but you don't have to kill each one in every movie either.
kill them off one by one.
The Acolyte
it's
literally did the
absolutely
same thing, killing them off one by one with all the characters we thought would be the most interesting characters.
I mean, who did we think was going to be an interesting character out of that group?
Well, Trinity from the Matrix for one, and then the giant Wookiee dude would be pretty freaking cool.
He
Okay,
doesn't
that's
do
fair.
anything.
He doesn't do shit.
Which
They don't
is
do
the-
anything.
That's terrible.
Because when you think about it, we're going to get a flashback at least for one episode.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this flashback is going to be Soul just yapping the whole time.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be over. He's gonna be like an ADR over it, voiceover over it.
Exactly. And then we're going to have some half-ass resolution.
Of some
That
sort.
probably has May turning to the dark side.
And the finale
May or
will be
Osha?
30 minutes for some
I
reason.
think May. I mean, Osha, yeah. So, dude, this shit was a joke.
I was even giving them credit last week. I was like, they're gonna do one more switcheroo. They're gonna go back to like their main masters after this, and for just a little bit, and be like, oh no, this isn't right. I need to go back to the good guy, or I need to go back to the bad guy, one way or another. But no, they just like the bait and switch with Chimera. They're just like the most obvious, quick thing we can do. We're just gonna jump at it and do it, which is just lazy writing, weak writing. Just
Nah, Zach. Mark never wanted to die.
No.
Mark never wanted to die, brother. And yeah, Leia did die IRL, but they killed all three of them.
yeah. And
Mark
she was
did
supposed to have a
one
big
by
third
one.
movie.
Watch any interview with Mark Hamill, and he despises that movie.
Yeah, dude. No,
Yeah.
Whatever.
not
It's
too many
so
ways.
But hey
That's-
guys, I hate to say, but I think I need to get out of here. I need to get ready for bed. I got to work in the AM, and it's also getting later here. I know I'm like probably 2 hours ahead of y'all, but it's been fun. It's been fun.
Nice
Yeah.
meeting you, man.
Yeah, you as
Yeah,
well.
man.
Let's hope next week's better, but I don't see that being likely. But we'll discuss it.
Hey, man.
All right, you guys have fun. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good one, man.
Finger crossed. See you, man. And y'all don't forget, check out Schmook on MCubed this morning, or not this morning, but yeah, about midday today. Over, he was doing some voice talk, you know.
Hell yeah. Hold
You
on.
know?
Harris, kick me out of here. I don't want to end the stream. I remember doing that one time.
I'm just so entertained watching you struggle, but I got you.
I know, but I remember I pressed end stream last time I was on here and it ended the whole thing. I don't want to do that again.
It was hilarious. I got you. I'm just gonna press remove.
Bye. Peace, guys.
See you, man.
What does that mean? Darkseid wins the day at the end. I don't know.
I mean,
That's intriguing.
It has to.
I mean, you would hope, but I could also see them going the route of not killing everybody. So.
Well, how? How?
Okay, come on. Do you not take that off the table for them at this point? This whole thing has been nothing but let's rile feathers. So them not killing everybody off would probably be the least controversial thing they would do at this point.
I mean, honestly, but like, it's just.
Lazy.
It's not. It's less than lazy. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's just. But it's totally like what they're gonna do, and it's just.
But they put Kiadi Mundi in here, bro. Like,
They
that's
put Kiadi
lazier
Mundi in
than
here.
lazy. They didn't even have the audacity to go in, what, a year before when they knew this was an idea and edit his age. Like, someone needs to get fired because that's a letdown. What? No one thought about that. So
It's so simple too. Just like in Rogue One, everyone dies. I mean, maybe, but I don't see them doing it. Like I as Justin was saying the words, my Star Wars loving heart was just kind of it was going into like cardiac arrest a little bit. I don't know what was going on.
I mean, they don't make sense. Look, as I said, I came into the show very hopeful that Leslie Headland put something together awesome because she has Jedi, she has the Force, everything that is lining up to be great for me. But this is ass. Like, I don't know what she's thinking on this one.
Well, I mean, David, this is what I was thinking last week. That's the little theory I came up with. But it's the only thing that is not the best in the world, but it's about the only thing that would make the show interesting. I just don't know what else could make the show much more interesting besides, the power of one, the power of two, and I guess this is the last time I'll be able to say it today. So the power of
many. Oh.
I had to speed through it. I used the fun little half-ass clever version of that last time, and you weren't here yet, so I had to just speed through it.
Cool. Okay, so what up, boys?
Hi, my friend.
My old friend. So what is your 1 to 5? Chilling.
Jesus Christ.
I got bitched out already because I put 1 out of 10. So
well, see,
people
that's
didn't like
just,
you put in that.
Rest of us were 2s.
That's just disingenuous as fuck. That's about a
What, a 0.5?
It wasn't that bad.
Yes,
it was
it
basically
was.
episode 4 all over again is what that shit was.
Mm-hmm.
Except
Literally.
instead of everyone hiking, it's just a hike in a cave and then a stalled ship.
Yep.
And a
Yo,
whole
Zach,
bunch
I
of
love
exposition.
asses. Like, let's get it right, man. I love asses, but like,
what are we talking about?
this
with
type of ass is not it. This is flat ass. This is the ass
what are we
that you
talking
see,
about?
and you're like, oh, okay. That's what
Whose
this
ass
is.
are we referring to?
Because the episode's ass, he says, "What's wrong with asses?" And there's nothing wrong with
okay.
good ass, but there's what's good
Like,
about
I
bad
have-
ass?
I have to train my eyes every day that I go to the gym because they're all over the place. So like, come on now. I love them. But like, this is not the one.
No.
This one is a pole.
I need a t-shirt that says dirty old nerd.
Dirty old nerd. The Don. You'll be the Don, the dirty old nerd.
Exactly. Oh, there we go. That's even better now.
Yeah, honestly.
That is so much better. What up, David?
So what do you think?
Chat?
1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Traz and I gave it 2. Schmook was just here. You just missed him. He gave it 2 as well.
I'd go with 2 out of 5. Yeah.
2 out of 5. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it was. The biggest problem was it was just goddamn boring. And then
that was the problem.
yeah, that was my biggest problem. It was goddamn boring. I just think it's hilarious that like all the higher public stands are all Vernestra, Vernestra, Vernestra. And what does she do when she whips out her light whip? Kills a goddamn bug.
Dude,
Puts
what
it
is
right
it
back
with them
up.
having these?
All the
bugs?
higher public stands just waited 5 3/4 episodes for that light whip, and she killed a bug.
And that's all we're gonna get to, by the way.
Oh, exactly. That's it.
A glorified fly swatter. That's all we're
Mhm.
gonna get.
Yep. And
Glorified fly swatter. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I actually thought like I didn't realize that was a sensory deprivation helmet. So like, the homie is skilled.
Yeah, that part I don't mind that. Besides the weird exposition and then the breathing like Vader at the end, of course. But
Yeah. Well, at least they managed before they cut out. They went back to her on the inside, so it wasn't Vader like breathing is the last thing we heard because I was ready to get pissed.
I would have rather that.
I was ready to get pissed, and then they went back in the helmet. I'm like, all right, she don't sound like my guy anymore. We're good. But if they'd
She
ended
never
with her
sounded-
sounded like Vader, I'd have lost my shit. Been like, come on, that's fucking dumb.
it was just a little too close. If you're gonna make somebody breathe in a helmet like that, at least mutilate the hell out of them first, you know?
It's like we knew what y'all were doing. That's my issue. Like she didn't even have heavy breathing for what? Like
Well, it's like
Freaking
the
out a little bit,
it's
excitement.
cool. It's poetry,
Danger.
it rhymes, all that stuff. But what were you saying earlier, Justin, about like
The stuff a Jedi's not supposed to seek.
well, no, like the Obi-Wan reference of where Vernestra's like, oh, I don't.
no,
wanna...
these are just references they want to keep fucking doing. They've done it all series. I've been the only one saying that, but they've done it literally all series long, and they do it in the lamest, weirdest ways possible. So yeah, you chose. I hate flying. It makes me feel sick. Like what? Get out of here! You're not Obi-Wan. Calm down.
But she could
and
be.
Go ahead.
No,
She
I was
could be.
being sarcastic.
And,
Yeah,
I
no,
truly
like,
mean it 1 out of 10.
she was
Like I'm being dead
ass.
serious.
Like Vernestra was ass. Like I don't know. I guess she's acted before and done well, but she evidently forgot every fucking thing she ever knew about acting for this show. And the makeup
Oh.
still sucks.
Oh well, okay, yeah, the makeup it was a little bit better. We did comment on that, but it ain't much better. Well, good night,
Not-
Zach. Thank you for
I'm
hanging.
not Zach.
Not better
But-
enough.
But you know who the actress is, right?
Yeah, it's Leslie Headland's old lady.
Exactly. Like it's not. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't
Well, see,
name
here's the
another-
thing, though. From what I understand, she's used her in other shows before, and like she's actually been good. So, but this show, bleh. Like I guess she was good in Russian Dolls and shit. Although I've never watched that,
Okay.
but I guess she. I've heard she was really good in Russian Dolls. Like I've heard nothing but good things about Russian Dolls. So I don't know what the fuck happened to that couple between Russian Dolls and this show, but everything went downhill from there. Like Leslie's writing and what's her fuzz's acting, both.
It just feels like the B-level version of Sean Gunn, James Gunn for a second. You know, like
Yeah.
A little bit. Now that you bring it up, yeah, I never drew that parallel, but that's.
I'll
a
say
good
this: Mrs. Gunn be throwing at least some decent performances. Like for her role, she be doing. At
oh,
least
her too.
decent.
I guess yeah, it is the B-level version of that. Yeah.
one. Yeah. Kind of more that because of it's a couple thing rather than a sibling
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Shoot. Yeah. Jason, sorry, Chimera just wants to know if the Jags have won the Super Bowl yet.
No.
It's a good place reference.
Okay.
Yeah, I
never
like
watched
him.
that
He's the
show.
only actor I really like in the show. I'll just say it like that. I think Soul is boring and sounds ridiculous. He has one tone the whole entire time. Yeah.
Yeah, Soul's losing his shine for me, but I am with you on that. Manny is killing it.
He did. We watched. I can't even speak. We rewatched the episode 5 before 6 this week, and before hopping on stream and stuff. And he, for just the crappy writing, he does have to sift through for being that just simple, just bait and switch like that. He does do the turn well. He plays kind of campy. Hey, yeah, into like, no, I'm an evil bastard, and I'll kill anybody and everybody that gets near me very well, and he does that good. It'd be kind of more fun if the writing around him was better, but
Yeah.
And Lee Jung Jae, the Squid Games guy, I was definitely complaining that first episode because you can tell the dude's learning English at that point because it was early in filming, and you can just tell that like the dude is just like going through the motions essentially. But after that, I thought he's been doing really well. And then this last episode, it just, like you said, it was just kind of all one note, monotone. I'm like, this guy's too good of an actor, and at this point, there's no excuse. Like, we need something good, you know?
But to me, that's how he's been the whole freaking show. Like,
Really?
yeah, like it's been one tone the whole show. He's crying, one tone. He's happy, one tone. I don't.
He got angry and almost Dooku'd somebody last week, at least, but yeah.
In one tone.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, look, I don't know. I'm not in love with really any of the characters except for Manny. Like, and that's even still, I'm not gonna say a stretch, but the character itself is a stretch.
Well, the only other character that was actually like a decently written character, at least, was Daphne Keane.
Exactly, Daphne. Yep.
Jackie.
And she gone, so
Jackie the pincushion.
yeah.
At least she died honorably too.
At least that, yeah.
She died
She went out like a fucking G. Yes.
Oh, she went out.
She went out like a G.
Just
Gave us our little Ahsoka moment, which another one. There we go. But yeah, I did like how she got offed. So
yeah. The one good character that could have kept going. If she would have been able to stay alive with Soul, I think we would still be in a much better position. There would just be, I don't know. I do like where Soul's been after episode 1 up until this episode, and I feel like Jackie was the thing that was missing from him. I just don't know if he's enough. His character arc is enough. I think it's the most interesting one overall, probably, but I don't think it was enough to just carry the episode. And I think after killing all those other Jedi off, we saw that case in point, kind of, you know.
Okay, hear me out. So this is another thing too, right? Why is a Padawan going on this type of mission anyway?
Yeah, you brought a kid. Oh yeah.
Like, you know, this person, even if it was just May at this point, you know she's killed already 2 Jedi.
Masters.
So you brought Padawans to this venture. And then, not to mention that, Venestra brings Padawans. Where's the thought process? These Jedi are the dumbest. This must have been the dumbest era they've ever had.
No, the Jedi did that even in the prequel era. I've read it all in like books.
Well, and
Obi-Wan
Clone
was
Wars, they're
making
totally
Anakin
new,
all
I
over the
think.
place. Hey,
I was agreeing, like Clone Wars, yeah.
yeah. As soon as they're like 14, 15, they're on about doing shit. And
Yeah,
that's right where Jackie was at.
They went as a whole pack. They went as a whole unit. And you know this is somebody. I mean, there's been moments where they even ask, yo, we need more experience. Let's bring so and so. Like, for example, that one mission in Clone Wars that Ahsoka was not supposed to go on. And she lies about it. She's not supposed to be there. But they knew the circumstances of this mission. They did not want her to be in there and have to get, them have to worry about somebody that is potentially a liability. That thought process is nowhere in what we've seen.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You used the key
as
phrase
soon
though.
as
Circumstances of the mission. They didn't know Chimere was there. It was 8 Jedi against May, plus a Wookiee.
well, you get a distress signal from Soul. It already seems sketchy. You already knew. She knew that all of them died except for
you were
one.
on Vernestra now.
And Vernestra says, "Nah, let's bring a group of Padawans." That is dumb. Beyond, look, I can give you the
Group 1.
the group 1 when you kill
Group
Daphne
2.
Keene also. But like, let's also be real. When y'all saw her, y'all knew she was dying right then and there. Like there was no her getting out of that. She was gonna die.
Yeah.
So she lasted longer than I thought she would, but she was gonna die. And if she did not die, we would have had a problem.
I agree.
Because she's not experienced near enough.
No.
She should not even, I'm sorry, she really shouldn't have even stood that long.
It was driving the point of like a master and apprentice working well with one another, but that's about it.
I get it, but that was I mean, the second group is, I guess, my main issue. Like, no.
Yeah.
Y'all know there's a whole bunch of dead Jedi over here, and you bring the ones that are gonna die next. Cool.
And the one who is somehow a bigger twat than what's his name? Yord.
Like, and immediately,
Like, I didn't like. Why did they
accuses Soul.
Right.
You a bitch. You an op, bro. Oh my gosh.
Like, he started talking the first time, and I'm like, sweet Jesus, they made one worse.
Yeah. You thought
This is
Charlie
like-
Barnett hammed
This
it
is
up.
like even the Wish version of Yord. This is Yord from
crazy.
Timu.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yord is like Wish Wayfair version of just your generic Clone Wars Jedi, and then there's the Timu Yord.
Oh man, it was. Oh, I don't understand any of the show. I really don't.
Like, to me, there's nothing you can do to save it anymore.
Well, like to just drive that point home, we did the watch party before we did the afterthoughts, so we had a decent, and everybody's been talking. It's been a really great chat, yada yada. We've all been keeping up and stuff. One of the things I said to start off the show was, all right, y'all help me out. Like, let's hold each other accountable. If there's something interesting that we should talk about after this in the afterthoughts, type in like bullet point and say what it is, and I'll write it down on my little freaking whiteboard right here.
Mhm.
Can you guess how many bullet points I wrote down during the episode?
0.
That'd be correct, good sir. Not a single one. Not a single one. We were like,
Soul has smiled like twice or maybe 3 times, C-Dub. You just gotta pay attention.
they're just, they go from to.
He smiled when he saw OSHA wake up from destroying their whole planet. There we go.
Yeah.
Dude. This show was bad.
Kill the coven, right? That's what Jedi do,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Well, obviously the flashbacks next episode, flashback 2.0.
It has to be. Here we go.
I was mostly ripping on Soul there, C-Dub. That's because it was only 2 or 3. You missed it. Well, actually, no, I fucked it up, so that's my bad.
Oh my gosh, Chillin, what did you think though about the light whip though? Like, was it cool?
I couldn't have given 2 shits less. Like, I was really hoping it would be oh, okay, fine, I'm double an asshole then. Sorry, C-Dub. Yeah, I've never read anything High Republic. I couldn't have given a fuck less. I was really hoping it would actually get used in a fight. Like, if they're gonna, if they're gonna bring this thing out, like, have her whooping, like, actual ass, not just slicing a fucking bug.
We have Clone Wars light whips, just like, obviously it's animation, but utilize the concept in a similar way for at least half a second. Don't, like Justin said, make it a glorified bug swatter. Like,
I mean, they've dumbed down the
Yeah.
lightsaber to that at this point.
Yeah.
because
I mean,
they've done that twice.
At least have her chop a droid or something. Not just an overgrown roly-poly with a few extra teeth.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I was like, as soon as the thing flew, I'm like, oh, this is the light whip scene. Slice.
But this is the thing too. They did that too, and they thought they were popping off. Like, this is a moment, guys. This right here is a moment.
Well,
That's
that
what
was
they did.
That was a
Trailer,
moment.
It's gonna get people hyped.
That was a moment for their fans for the High Republic. That's who that moment was for. That was
All
for their High
14 of
Republic crowd. Exactly. Well, like Lucasfilm ever caters to the numerous crowd. Like they've done that in 12 years.
Bro, they don't give a shit about prequel fans. They don't give an absolute shit.
They don't give a shit about anything before 2012 except for 4 things. Sorry, 7 things technically. 6 episodes in the Clone Wars.
Like Filoni's trying hard to just get them to put some stuff in just to make it make sense.
Yeah.
It's starting to work in Mando to a degree, but also you
I
can't.
do appreciate the cortosis. That flies all the way back to Bane.
That's cool.
Bane was raised in a cortosis mine back 1,000 years before A New Hope, according to his books.
Wild.
Yeah, he was raised in a cortosis mine, and then he killed a few people, and then he ran and ended up on one of the Sith education planets, and the rest is history. But yeah, the Republic was mining the fuck out of cortosis because they were using it in ship shields.
Aye. Okay.
Because of its energy dissipation characteristics.
Oh, by the way, I think I found why they used the intimacy. They hired an intimacy coordinator.
What, for the one hand holding scene in episode 3?
Yeah, no, the tub scene.
Oh yeah, Chimere. Yes, the Chimere's ass.
Which was
Chimere showed his junk, and while he's asking her, how does it feel to hold it?
Yeah. How? Wow. How did my brain not go there when I'm watching this episode?
no, yeah.
Oh.
She looked down.
She
at Reed
looked
4
down.
times. She was going,
Oh yeah, bro. It's like, what are we doing here? Why
Dude,
do we
she
have
was-
this
yeah.
awkward ass scene, man?
She was considering swapping sabers for sure.
Bro.
She's like, "You want this back?"
She's like, no, all nerds are gay, so I can't.
Oh, of course. Yes, I forget. We all forget. Man,
Sorry, I'm not getting canceled. Look, I'm not getting canceled. No. I'm sorry. I hate Nick Merckx. I hate him. He's a trash person. Dr. Disrespect deserves to get shunned. I hate him. Okay? Chillin', why do you let me say shit like that, bro? Come on, man. Shit, it's your fault.
Yeah, I'm a failure.
Why do you let me say shit like that?
No fighting back. Just like, well, yeah.
Why are you even thinking shit like that, Brie?
I don't know, because it had to do with what's her face.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry. I just really think that statement is a wild statement to just throw out there. Like, there are gay nerds, yeah, but to just say everyone's gay because they're nerds is weird. I don't know. It's just.
This is what you've missed, Griff.
Yeah, Griff. I'll be seeing you. I'm getting canceled tomorrow.
They are coming for you directly.
Well, unfortunately, in order to inject reality, I'm gonna have to smash on all of us and being like, we are so small, we don't even matter. No one ain't no.
I mean, that's
Nope.
thank God.
We're uncancelable simply because no one knows who we are and no one fucking cares.
Ah,
Thank
for
God.
now.
The advantages of being small.
Yeah, for now. This is why I didn't want a nerd channel, because I would say some out of pocket shit, probably. Nothing too crazy. That would probably be the maximum. But
Yeah. Well,
It wasn't too bad.
You get one of those off days and you just go off on a rant.
no, I ain't no Aiden Ross type shit, you know? You ain't gonna catch me like that.
I'm not familiar, but it doesn't.
Oh,
sound
he's a shithead. He's an idiot.
The
Not a
name
fun
sounds
shithead?
familiar, and I do recall the name being associated with massive stupidity, but I can't.
Oh yeah,
think of who he
he's
is.
a dummy. He deserves to never have a career online again. I stand by that.
Speaking of people who I'm glad are like getting their asses handed to them, Alex Jones. I am not going to miss him. I'm not going to miss InfoWars. He deserves everything he's getting for what he said. Every fucking thing.
I'm sure he
What's
deserves
more-
it, but what did he? I haven't been keeping.
I
up with
can't
that
remember
shit.
which school shooting it was, but he called
Oh,
it
that
false
one.
Oh, the
flag.
Sandy Hook stuff. All right.
Yeah.
But
And
what's
then
more
the-
gay,
then the
frogs
fam-
or anything that Kathleen Kennedy touches?
What's
Wait,
what?
what?
I said, what's more gay, the frogs or any project that Kathleen Kennedy touches?
I'm not going to answer that. I think
I'm-
my
I'm-
PR manager is.
That sounds. I'm gonna do my Tom Hardy impression. That's bait.
So it's a dad. It's a dad. Talk to Dumb respect.
That's about it too. Like I don't know. Yeah.
South Park versus Alec Jones. We need a. You remember those Deadliest Warriors? That old show.
Yeah.
We need one of those, but with South Park versus Alex Jones, and just see what happens.
Dude,
Which
fuck
one
that.
is
Bring back the fucking claymation and let's get some
Celebrity
fucking Celebrity
Deathmatch.
Death
Oh
Match-
my
Deathmatch
god,
back.
dude! That
They
show
have
was
old episodes on
awesome.
fucking Paramount Plus.
Oh man, I need to go check that out.
Like
that
not
was
many.
great.
Chillin', I don't know if you know or not, but Paramount did just get bought out by Skydance. There's 47-day grace period that they're gonna have to talk about, but they did.
Oh, that's been finalized now.
Yeah,
Last I saw, was Skydance or was it Warner?
Skydance actually, because
Oh,
this
no
morning
shit.
everyone was talking about how Warner Brothers and Paramount Plus might merge a little bit, but now Skydance is in there, and they
Skydance
still
just
could.
Skydance just came in with the fucking bags, huh?
Surprise!
So what does Skydance control?
Puppy!
Oh my god, it's a dog.
Hi, baby.
They're
There's a
just
puppy on screen, love.
He's the Zorn.
Over Harris's shoulder, the dude in the chair is holding it.
oh yeah, back over here. Chaz with it over here.
Hey, the baby. Sorry, I don't care about anything else anymore. There's a puppy.
As
I
it should
don't.
be. I'm trying to find something that'll show us where like everything that Skydance really has under their belt and stuff like that. Their
Yeah, that's what I
Wikipedia
was
is
wondering.
fine. That'll do it.
Like, I always thought Skydance was like an offshoot, like Searchlight's an offshoot at Disney.
I used to think it was like an offshoot of like Sundance or something.
Oh, they make
but
games.
They do a few different things. It's David Ellison. His dad is like a huge billionaire. That something Ellison that has
Oh, yeah.
something on. They have television, video games, animation, motion pictures, brands. Uncharted. Do they make Uncharted?
Oh,
I
look,
don't
they were
know.
already-
They made a
they've been
lot of
Look at
Star
that.
Wars
They've been
games.
associated since 2009. Skydance and
Oh.
Paramount.
Larry Ellison. Okay, that's his dad. Oracle. Okay, that's his dad's company. Okay, yeah, they're big billionaires.
Oh yeah, Oracle Corporate. Yeah, they got money.
Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't really say what. Because I can't really name all of the properties off the top of my head. Launch of Skydance Sports and attempted Paramount merger. Oh well, that's all new.
Oh, hey, there's a filmography. Just scroll down.
Oh yeah, here we are. Fly Boys, True Grit. Okay, Mission
Oh,
Impossible.
I-
Ghost Protocol.
The Jeff Bridges 2 Grit was actually cool.
I really enjoyed it. Haley Steinfeld. That's when like she might have been a kid at that point, but she showed she was a mainstay at that point.
Ooh, Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol, Jack Reacher, G.I. Joe Retaliation,
Into Darkness.
Star Trek Into Darkness, World War Z, more
So-
Jack Ryan. Or
Wow,
Jack
that's like a lot of up and down. Like Mission
Yeah.
Impossible, good. I like Into Darkness. A lot of people don't, but I fucking love that shit.
Ryan. I didn't dislike it by any means.
Genesis was decent.
Yeah, not great.
No, it was
Great.
decent.
Not necessarily great.
No.
Pretty good.
Beyond
Not
was in.
great. Oh, well, not great. There's a couple not so greats, I guess.
Baywatch is great. What are you
You didn't
talking about?
Life?
Baywatch. Oh, I haven't seen it. I guess. I just
Oh.
haven't heard great things.
Really? I liked Life. I thought it was cute.
I don't even know what this one is.
Oh, it's an alien kind of thing with what's his nuts? The dude that
Oh,
was
Gyllenhaal and Ferguson?
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal and yeah, that's
And Ryan
Life.
Reynolds. No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Geostorm, Annihilation, Fallout, Mission Impossible, Fallout. Excuse me. Gemini Man, Terminator, Dark Fate.
Damn it! I
Six
always watch
Underground.
my man.
Okay, so they're big into action right now. They did Air, so they're action and I
talking
guess.
Maverick?
Hmm. Well, it looks like Skydance has just the Top Gun, probably
Yeah.
through Paramount
Yeah.
and Mission Impossible.
Hmm. And the GI Joe stuff, I guess. Snake
Yep.
Eyes as well.
Yep.
Tomorrow War with Paramount here.
Yeah, they got a
Oh.
few IP.
I saw
Yeah.
Transformers on there,
Right,
which
yeah.
they need a refund on that, but
Well, that's the new one. That's the new edition of Transformers. That's not
That
the
is.
Michael Bay shit.
oh yeah, I know.
That's the Bumblebee timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so upcoming right now, they got Spellbound under animation, Old Guard 2, Untitled 8th Mission Impossible, Puku,
Yeah.
Fountain of Youth, The Gorge, and Mayday. Tomorrow War 2, G.I. Joe, Ever Vigilant. Okay,
Those
they got
last
a
three are all. Those last three are all for Apple.
Oh yeah, Fountain of Youth, The Gorge, and Mayday. Interesting. Did y'all like the Old Garden that Charlize Theron?
I never
didn't
watched
see
it.
it.
It was pretty good. It was fun.
Wait, they're making a new GI Joe movie. Why?
Who the hell? It's not The Rock. Somebody was in talks for it. That was hilarious. I don't
Probably
know.
Chris Hemsworth.
Was it Chris
Here-
Hemsworth?
I don't know. I'm just that sounds like something he would do.
It was something like some big action star. I was like, no shit, because they just got Anthony Ramos from the last one, so
Mm.
I guess he's not big enough for him to like bank off of. So they were like, let's get someone big.
They're adapting Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Oh wow.
Interesting. They better do a good job with that, or all kinds of people are going to be. Buck Rogers? What?
Yeah. They're doing Buck Rogers. Jay was talking about that at a certain point.
Oh, they better not fuck with my childhood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike
it's just
Hammerman.
gonna be
turned
like
Red-
it's just gonna be like Star Wars, man.
Exactly. I'm tired of that shit.
You'll be fine.
Fuck that.
Hey, do what Andrew
Hollywood
says.
needs to
Howdy,
quit
Andrew.
Fucking up my childhood.
Yeah, that's a
All
lot
good
of
things
stuff.
must come to an end.
Yeah.
And this is
Well,
the
my
time
childhood
for Star
came-
Wars, man.
My childhood came to an end a long time ago. That's why I don't want it destroyed anymore. Fucking assholes.
Don't destroy what the good memories have
Yeah.
left and remained. You know?
I don't care what your homie's doing. Tell him to bring the fucking dog back.
Zora! She's here.
He's a baby.
Come here.
Gorgeous dog. I mean, she's like a little fox.
Yeah, look at her. Is
Whoa.
she still puppy?
Yeah, she just turned a year.
Oh, look at those eyes. Oh my god.
Adorable.
Beautiful. Hi, Zora. Is it Zora or Sora?
Zora.
Zora.
Like
Hi,
Pokemon.
hi, Zora. Oh, okay. I never got into Pokemon. Hi, Zora.
Zora, look.
Hi,
busy.
baby.
There you go.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, the eyes.
The eyes are
great.
Now, that is what you call ice blue, those eyes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
When I first saw her, when I saw her eyes, I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. I
Yep.
was like, I gotta take her home with me. I can't not.
She rescue or friends,
No.
puppies, or
So she's from a family who lived near me. That their puppy, they had dogs, and I guess they just had puppies.
Mm.
And I just picked up. They had like 6 of them. And well, yeah,
I would have taken 4.
right. Oh, I almost took 2. I almost took 2, but they were giving most of them away to their family and stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
They let me take her with me.
Nice.
She's a sweetie. She's a second-gen palm scoop, so like that's about the maximum size she's gonna get, which is amazing.
Oh, wow. Dub.
The Paul Walker eyes.
Heh. Heh. Heh.
Pun intended,
I
but
mean-
of course.
I'm fairly toasty, but not toasty enough for that to be more than a pun.
You know, if we weren't sidetracking, I would smoke stream it up. But I think the smoke streams are
Yeah, that's got to be on your own greeny little channel.
I'm about to say, yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, smoke streams are a thing of the past, sadly. But afterwards, we might need to take
Hey, man, you might. This might get me to start with this show, man.
I keep.
You know what?
I'm telling you, just start with like a 10 milligram gummy. See how that does for you. You don't even have to smoke. You don't even have to fuck with your lungs at all. You just got to figure out your edible dosage, and you're golden.
I mean, honestly, that's a good point, because that's the strangest thing to try to figure out too. You know,
Dub. I'm smoke stream listening. Yeah, well,
damn right.
In my
You know
own Acolyte watch along.
Honestly, you know what pissed me off today, Justin? Texas Monthly put out a freaking article, and the article was literally like calling out different dispensaries, like the THCA dispensaries in Texas. They had them all tested or whatever. They sent like a journalist in, had everything tested, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, these aren't like under the legal limits. These are like way higher than the legal limits." And like they literally gave the address of the shops and like the names of like the owners and stuff. And it was just like, don't you have better things to utilize your resources for than to like?
Jesus,
We didn't hurt anybody, you know.
Texas
Oh,
fucking
no.
sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Like we
people
got
are gonna get more stoned than. Oh no,
we got no income tax. That's literally all we got going for us. Honestly,
Oh well, no,
like,
Texas has everything going for it besides the weed aspect. Spend a couple of months in California.
no.
Come spend a couple
Well,
months in California.
I'm not going to California. Like, no, I'll take this dumb shit over that. But no.
Ooh, tincture. I have yet to
Tincture.
try the tincture. I hear good
Tinctures
things.
and,
I hear
topical-
very good things about tinctures.
Have you ever tried a topical before?
No.
They're also great.
How's
Quite
the
literally think. I would
how's
say.
the absorption rate on those?
Depends, but usually surprisingly good.
Yeah, I figure I just rub some right here below my cerebellum.
Right before some sleep, real quick, and just
Fuck that! Right before I watch a movie.
oh that too. You know.
Oh, did y'all see that the Snyder Cut's coming back to limited theaters?
Jesus.
You would probably have access to it since you live in Cali.
Yeah, I don't care about Snyder enough. To do that.
Yeah, that's right.
He hurts me. He had Watchmen was my favorite superhero movie until I guess Winter Soldier, and I still really it holds a special spot in my heart. And then he's made everything he's made since then, so that's what hurts me. But I'll give him the Justice League frickin' whatever cut, Snyder cut, the whole 4 hours. It took me a second to figure out the name.
Man of Steel.
One of the better ones. Man of Steel, I do not like. I like the part with. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. I like physically, he's perfect. Acting wise, he's perfect. He did not get a good script. He will say that himself. He's been pissed off about it for years. That's just not Superman. I get taking a different take on it, but if you're gonna bring a whole new universe into a character that's inherently different than what the audience expects and wants, and that's what we're getting a little bit of Acolyte right now. But anyway, you know, it just the Man of Steel, the first half hour with Russell Crowe, give me that all day, any day. Everything past that, it just hurts me. And then Schmook would kill me for saying it, who was here earlier, of course. But him and Brad, also a friend of MCubed, they are big Batman versus Superman people. And I think I would rather commit seppuku than watch Batman versus Superman on any day.
Yeah.
Did
The
he do
ultimate,
that?
the
Did
ultimate,
did
the
Snyder
ultimate
do
cut
those?
is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ultimate cut's better than the theater version, but yeah, that's still not great.
All it does is justify Martha a little bit better. That's it. Like it's not
Well,
good.
that was like people's main point of contention. So
I'll just say this, and then I'm probably gonna get on out of here. If you need 5 different cuts to prove that you made a decent movie, I don't know if this is for you, little bro. I'm just gonna say that. When are we gonna stop giving this man credit for having 30 different cuts and having to just massage it through all of everybody to have people think it's a good movie or whatever? Like, Justice League is ass, in my opinion. I
the
know some people
Justice
like it.
League is yes.
So what is that other one? Rebel Moon, ass.
Yeah, that was not that good. It was definitely not.
How about
good.
Army of Darkness? Best zombie movie ever, right?
Like,
Army of Darkness? Like the
Not Army of
original
Darkness.
one?
I love Army of Darkness. I love Army of Darkness.
Well, I was gonna
That is
say,
a good movie. Army
yeah.
of whatever. What the hell am I trying to say?
I don't know.
What is? It's not Army of Thieves because that's his little TV show he did. The Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead. Excuse me. There we are.
No, I never watched it.
I
It
don't
was
know,
god awful.
but
It was a
if
zombie
the-
one again.
If that's your point of just going through things, I think you need to check.
Was it
Because-
Dawn of the Dead he did that people liked that kind of got him started?
He did Dawn of the Dead, which James Gunn wrote, and that was an excellent movie. That was an excellent remake. That, Watchmen, and then 300. All good
yeah.
movies. Everything else.
Love me some 300.
Yeah, I think he's washed. If that's what we're gonna at least give him. So
I
Yeah.
think he's a pretty good producer, and he's a damn good cinematographer, I would say. I wouldn't let him have final cut on anything cinematography wise, just because you don't need that many freaking slow motion anythings ever.
If he even reached for a pen or keyboard, someone needs to slap his hand.
But put him behind a
Very,
camera.
very hard. Yes. Never let him write. Don't even let him write a letter to Santa at this point.
What?
why are we giving this man props? I just don't get it. I don't get this.
Oh, I'm giving him no props for his
just,
writing.
Well, Netflix just tossed how much money at him? Are they giving him Rebel Moon 3 and 4? I hope not.
I don't know what they're going to give him at this point.
Because they're not really giving him much more of the Army of the Dead, Thieves, because there was a bunch of those planned and he didn't really continue. But now he's doing the frickin' animated movie that's coming out on Netflix this year too. That it's like Valhalla, Viking, Norse kind of stuff.
I think the man is a great businessman. That's all I'll say. I mean,
That's the truth.
he's a better businessman than Kirk Cousins at this point.
Yeah.
I think that's my main comparison. He's like Kirk Cousins. Let me pull out mid shit all the time, but still get paid. Let me just do that. Snap pad real quick until y'all have something in the background and still produce nothing. That's him. That's literally him. But I appreciate the talking, guys.
Kirk
yeah,
Cousins is Fitzmagic Jr. or 2.0.
Dude, no, are you talking about low-key Ryan Fitzpatrick? Dude, he's great. That guy was a G. He was making nothing into something, in the words of Cat Williams. What's his name? He's nothing at all. He's nothing. He throws a couple passes to a OP wide receiver in Justin Jefferson, and then just is like, yeah, you like that? It's like, dude, you threw that ball and he had to run across the field just to try to catch it. Like, your ass. But you looked cool on the Netflix series. I'll give you that, buddy.
I think that you like that was when he was still in Washington, wasn't it?
It was, and he was a mid quarterback then. Never went to the playoffs. Like,
nope.
We're talking about him like he's on Patrick Mahomes level. Like,
who the fuck talks about him like that? Sure,
everybody tries to. Like, they act like he's elite. He's not elite.
Fucking idiots.
I'll take Dak Prescott before I take fucking Kirk Cousins. Like, they're both bums, but I'd rather have him. So,
yeah.
But anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all later.
You love Kirk Cousins. He'd be clamoring for Kirk Cousins right now. But this is why I think we need to all just start watching rugby right here. You know?
All right, bye.
See y'all. It's dab o'clock. But before we go,
Yes.
I wait till the end of the last second to do this. Do what the Zat says to do, and chilling before we head out of here. Tell everybody where to go say howdy to you. Justin, where you saw Justified MF, you know where to go for him. And
You
chillin'.
go right to this link right here. This one that starts with the triple dub. YouTube.com/ampersand. That's the full name. Chilling in the basement.
And you'll know Schmook from MCubed. You'll know MCubed.
Yep.
That's the other channel. So go check all that good stuff out. You know we love you. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for going through that entire. We'll call it. I was about to say interesting. I can't even call it an interesting episode of Acolyte.
No.
Just the episode of Acolyte. Thanks for going.
I was gonna say it was. That was literally. Hey, Brooke. That was literally what I said. I was like, well, that was an episode.
That was an episode.
That's literally what I said. was
Justin
like, I
did pop
watched
out of
it.
here right before the dab. I'm slightly offended, but anyway.
Yeah.
1 out of 10. No. All right. We love y'all. We'll see y'all throughout the week. We have another video coming out for you tomorrow that is a little bit about Paramount, but we'll get another video out here very quickly about Paramount stuff here. Not truly about Paramount. It's more Star Trek, Paramount based generally. But we will get another video for you or two about all this Paramount stuff that's coming out. There's a lot to discuss. So keep your eyes out and Acolyte again next week.
Yeah, there's 2 more episodes. It'll be the next week is going to be Flashback 2.0. So at a minimum, we'll finally get to see some real Wookiee Jediing for a couple
Hopefully.
minutes.
Freaking hopefully. That would make me a little happy at least.
I mean, we know he at least goes after Torben some. So that's where Torben got his scar. Kelnaka gave that to him.
Oh, because maybe Torben is. Oh, maybe Mother Anasea possesses Torben again or something.
Well, I think she possessed Kelnaka because Torben was looking normal and scared shitless when Kelnaka was flying at him in the scene from the trailer.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah. So we should. It's looking like we're gonna get an angry Wookiee Jedi. So that part at least ought to be fun for however long it lasts. Hopefully, at least 2 minutes.
Yeah, give us a little Wookiee, give us a little Trinity, give us a little Dean Charles Chapman, give us some Game of Thrones, and just throw us a bone. Throw us a bone. But
C-Dub.
Find out how far they can torch this franchise next week on Star Wars.
The Acolyte.
Yeah. Well, we'll see y'all soon. Love y'all. Toodles!
Peace.